This station rules the nation. True FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. This station rules the nation. True FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
Oh, yes. One way to say good morning again. We are back. Welcome to the TBS, the True Breakfast Show. After a good weekend, man. It's great to be back on the Monday morning. No matter what, try to wear that smile this morning. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show. 96.1 in Bonn. 96.9 in Saclay, Truth FM coming live this morning on the Monday morning. Sometimes Monday become a holiday. It's a regular Monday. Good morning, folks. Welcome to the biggest breakfast show cutting across the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty matters here. Let justice be done to all. Yes, it is always good to know that you have been the best, even though deep inside, you know you never be better than that. Oh yes, that's our morning motivation, Bobby Bleedy Allen. It is always good to know that you have been the best, even though deep inside, you know you'll never be better than that. Good morning, folks. My name is O'Neill. Let's have a great time on the breakfast show. Good morning, Excellency. It's good that we respect our leader. We wish our leaders well. The President of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Yuban Boykai, would like to say good morning to you. Yes, on the Monday morning, a member of the 55th, in the midst of all what we do, country first. This is O'Neill Rebels, Marka Davis. From now straight up to 10 o'clock this morning, every breakfast, trust me, in the midst of all what we do, country first. Yes, love for country more. Good morning. It's great to be back. Good morning, Marka. How you doing this morning? I mean, a real gear. I don't know.
Yes. Now the beginning of the week.
Yes.
So, yes, you got to come with energy. And I love the energy.
Yeah.
Yes. Good morning to our people. It's great we are here again to serve you breakfast. Yeah, a lot of things have been happening, especially from Friday all the way to Monday morning. A lot of things happening. So yes, we are great to come here and update Liberian people about all of the issues happening in the country, the ones we can lay our hands on.
Yes, the one that is
Yeah.
needed for the
Yeah,
public.
that are very important.
Important ones to bring
Put
it
us
up.
on the public interest. Yes, these are issues we are here to talk about this morning. Thanks to all of you who have joined us already on Real TV Live. You follow our commentary the last time, Lima game?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that the game wins the little
Yeah.
they mash you all, but no light.
Yeah, no light.
No light.
Yeah. So
No
we'll
light.
be playing our balance game today, 4 o'clock.
Look at that. First of its kind.
Our balance game.
Remaining game.
I don't think it's first of its kind. I think this is the
Okay.
second time.
For
And-
light issue.
And Neymar is always unfortunate.
Okay.
2016 it was Neymar and Barca. Yeah, we gotta postpone it, but I don't tell him again. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yes, it's great to be here today. You said something. Yes, we'll bring you all of what happened on radio. The ones that is needed, because we always say country first. The ones for the social media, I'll leave it right there. You'll go there. Because the radio covers, close to 95, 98% of our listeners, hundreds of thousands listen to us. The one that is in the interest of the country, that's what we bring on this platform. Yes. Good morning, folks. Those of you on the Facebook, thank you so much for viewing. You bringing your data. It's good you coming through this morning. This is the Breakfast Show. Just give us a share. And it's wonderful to be back on the TBS on the Monday morning. And trust me, we're going to have a very wonderful time. The Liberian National Police, the Ministry of Transport, are still doing inspection. Yes, I'm seeing the vehicle registration inspection is still going on. It's just that there are some area that is experiencing a very serious traffic. The Japan Freeway is one area where around the NVTC, there's a major inspection there. The 540 in Congota is another area of inspection. We appeal to the guys in Dupero, right before the Connect gas station. The road is so narrow, nowhere to park off. So that area was not needed zero for inspection. I think they are listening. This morning I drove through. I mean, I didn't see any guys standing on the road for inspection, but it's good. Go and pay your tax. But the Ministry of Transport, next time we need more awareness. Because while we have a heavy pull down of rain, I mean, you're not doing inspection. You won't come in the traffic to inspect vehicles. So next time, make the media part of your plan. All government institution, ministries, autonomous agency, you will not be successful with all the media. You won't be successful. It's a saddening thing to know that most of these media institutions, even a public service announcement, have been heard. And you know it. You don't expect the president to do so. In the majority, most of the ministries, autonomous agencies, even public service announcements, we don't hear it. Anyway, yes, that's what we have this morning. It's difficulty, flat tire, I mean, have been changed finally. We sent a few men mechanic who did it.
Somebody said they hope they didn't intentionally flatten the tire leaving the hall because you're trying to evade inspection.
Oh,
Yeah,
he flattened his own tire,
yes.
and the pictures went viral on the
So
social
that we say
media
the car broke down.
in a room.
But he was actually trying to evade the inspection.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's bring you what we have for you for breakfast this morning is Monday, April 29.
Mm-hmm.
April, how many days?
The month ends on tomorrow. 30 day has September, April, June,
Oh,
and
okay.
we know Martin Hayes was responsible in school. That is a bit. Once you forget how many days in the month, just start to
Yes,
sing that song. You'll get it.
Yeah, so I have to come out shortly with David Coty this morning for around 3 minutes, and that will be followed by the review of the local dailies to bring you up to speed with what's happening or the stories being reported in the print media. I think that's another a very important part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's great, and we'll in our studio chat this morning we'll talk about EcoBank Liberia Limited advanced salary account payment and all of that. We'll talk about that again. The president, President Marka, speaks with President Dumbuya.
Yes.
Ties relationship, and also Angola President João firm they warmly received the Liberian delegates or delegation. Another good news for the business industry. We'll talk about all of that. And pole lighting system at Sports Stadium. Vice President couldn't open free gate due to low attendance. Why business people cry out on youth and sports ministry. These are things we'll be talking about this morning. Why are these business people crying? Because there's not much publicity done by the Ministry of Youth and Sports and Internal Affairs for this ongoing county sports meet. That festival is the biggest in the country. LDA Deputy Hassan Fadika. Again, there was a fracas, if I might call it. Was that around Boulevard Palace or
The Royal Grand
Royal
Hotel.
Grand?
Yes.
Yes, where we saw some level of confrontation
Mm-hmm.
between this businessman and the DA hacker man.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about it this morning, and we understood that.
LDA Deputy
Yes.
Hassan Fadiga, pepper spray.
Yeah, we saw it. Yes, that
Mhm.
was something. We'll talk about it also. A planned protest by motorcyclists against the no-go zone, uh, restriction by the LMP, while former dismissed police officers resurfaced in the National Police. As meter workers living in makeshift houses. The one improvement we've been talking about this. I think this is week 2
Mm-hmm.
since we started to talk about this again. What do you not bring in La Paz business again?
The thing is still look when you're playing, right? I saw
Mm.
people display on the social media.
La Paz.
Yeah, when Nimba was playing,
Okay.
we were playing in fact. Nimba was playing. I'm getting Grangy there, right?
Yeah, they might playing Grand
The whole content may are just off track.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
playing Grand there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So Lapex.
Yes, sure. So again, we'll talk about that. It's being banned in Ivory Coast and Ghana, but we are still having it on the market in Liberia. What are investigation being done by the Ministry of Commerce on the reason why this particular drink was banned? Also, the Ministry of Health, because I think it's because of some health issues that why they were banned. So these two institutions, Commerce and Health, should collaborate to see something about it. And at 8:45 to 9 this morning, speak to your leaders, come up on the TBS where we give you the opportunity to interact with us on the show. That will be followed by sports, entertainment, and commercials here brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the proud sponsors of the TBS. At 9:15 to 10 o'clock, two eminent sons of Margibi County, Othello Mason and Garrison, will be here reading a statement on behalf of the citizens of the county on the political appointments by President Marka's administration. Serious tension is said to be mounting in the county recently. I think a couple of days ago, we saw
Protest.
some protests in the lower part of the county. So the team will be here this morning to read our statement and we'll question them. Yes, so this is what we got for you for breakfast in the midst of all country first. And yes, we must do everything to ensure that the interest of the country is placed above all other interests.
Yes, great. So of these talking points, if we don't meet the time, trust me, some of them will go up for tomorrow. Yes. See, every Lomen say La Pax is all our. Anyway, it's 3 minutes up to 8 o'clock. This is the breakfast show with me, O'Neill and Marka. Let's bring on Derek Ernest Coty. Yes, with our health tip this morning. Yes, the vehicle is finally back, ready to hit the road after missing off on the traffic. Ryan Keke out on the weekend. Yes, Derek Abbas Coty. Good morning. Welcome to the health tip.
Good morning to Ambassador Davis. Let me just inform you, Professor Ambassador Davis. I've owned 4 vehicles since 1989 and go to secure rigs.
I put you on the defensive.
They will tell you I've always been a good guy.
Let me put you on the defensive.
Yeah, the guy won't give me half this morning. You say you are there with me sufficiently yesterday. You want to leave me small, man. Help tip.
No, before the health tip, now 4 vehicles you own. The 4 vehicles you say you have owned, right? Two of them were given by former President Chancellor, one from Ellen Johnson, one from George Weah. Where's Uncle Joe?
One from who? Don't spoil my help tip this morning.
Okay, let's start it over quickly. Of the 4 vehicles, your good old friend Charles Gangetiller. Yeah, go ahead.
Of the 4 vehicles, the first one was the Social Trooper, the one given by Chancellor to all lawmakers. The second one was Chancellor himself bought me a brand new pickup, a Social pickup, not Jeep. And those of you who were around in 1997 saw that car passing with all the coalition party on it. That's the pickup. He dignified me, and I dignified the party by putting the name of the party on it.
Chairman Coty. You were chairman at that time.
I was chairman of the third largest party in Liberia between 1997 to 2003. Yes. And then the third car was bought by myself and a Mitsubishi Jeep. I bought them by myself for $10,000. And then the fourth one is the one given to me by Madam Ellen Johnson Sully, which now is 13 years old now.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a whole story.
What about George Weah?
They helped him today.
You will not jump. Otherwise, I'll call community we said to stop you now. What about George Weah and Uncle Joe?
Senator, we say it's my big brother.
Okay.
He will not join you in your wickedness.
Why do I make mention of George Weah, former president? You don't want to comment.
I'm interested in that. That's not different thing, man.
Okay, say good morning to Uncle Joe.
Good morning, Uncle Joe. You have made some very good appointments this morning, even though probability Addison is not satisfied. Instead of fighting for me to go to the NSA, you were fighting for Mr. Pearson to remain there. But that's a good appointment. But don't forget me, the National Election Commission. I had it. My man, you give me 3 minutes.
Okay, now you go ahead.
All right, thank you. All right, let me ask the both of you. Did you do your blood pressure test this morning? Did you check yourself?
No.
If we tell you our BP level, then you'll say we shouldn't do the show. So yeah, go ahead.
The main cause of kidney failure, heart attack, or stroke is high blood pressure. That's the main thing. Other things may be the cause of those 3 things, but high blood pressure can cause heart attack, kidney failure, and stroke. Now, check your blood pressure and keep it under control always. If you don't do so, my friend, you will die some kind of funny way and people will be thinking that it's witchcraft. The rules to follow when you are doing your blood pressure test, this is very important. The one you do at a hospital is good, but it's not always good. Sometimes you hear hits, sometimes the people will be doing it fast, but to do it at home is the best. Number 1 rule, check your blood pressure at home. And the best time to do it is in the morning. Number 2, When you wake up in the morning, wait until after 1 hour before you do your blood pressure measurement. Don't get up one time and start doing it right away. Wait for after 1 hour. Number three, empty your bladder. Go and pee before you do your test. Number four, take it 3 times with 1 minute apart and throw the first result away. When you get up in the morning, you take the first test. After you wait for 1 hour, you do the first one and wait for 1 minute. Do another one, then wait for another 1 minute. Do another one. The last two will always be accurate, but not the first one. Number four, find a very quiet place. You can't be having your blood pressure test and then dogs are barking all over there, or music playing, or the children running all around, papa, or uncle, or mama. No. Keep it away. Go to a very quiet place. It's important. Number five, sit down straight in a chair with a back and let your feet be flat on the floor. Now, do not sit on a bench, on a stool to do your blood test. It will never be correct. Now, on a bench, sit in the chair and lay back in that chair. I think you should lay back in your office chair. No, you should sit straight, lay your back that chair. Something. Number six, when you sit down, rest for 5 minutes before you do your check. Don't just sit down and just start doing your test. No, wait for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Now, number seven, take it again in the evening time after all of your hard day's work. Go home in the evening, you rest yourself, you take it. Number eight, take down the records each time you do it and take it to the hospital whenever you go there to see your doctor. Number nine, don't shake and don't talk when blood pressure reading is going on. If you sit with any nurse and she's taking your pressure and she's talking with you, don't talk. Or she's talking all the time, don't put your mouth inside. Just keep quiet. And keep your telephone on silent. I didn't say on vibration because when it starts vibrating, you want to look. And by the time you turn, it will not be correct. So keep it silent completely. Avoid food, alcohol, and exercise, or smoking, or bathing 30 minutes before the time. If you want to take it 7 o'clock, begin from 6:30. Don't do anything. Don't take bath. Don't eat. Don't do anything. Just wait until after the entire process. All right. Number 10, do not take your blood pressure right after eating. Some people eat in the morning after taking a breakfast, then they want to take the pressure. Don't do that. It will never be correct. Whether it's breakfast or whatever, don't eat right away and start taking do your test. Number 12, which is the last one now, always use the same arm. Don't change it to the right arm, the next and the left arm. No. Always use the left one arm. And I would prefer you using the left arm because your heart is actually in the chest, in the middle of the chest, but it is slightly on the left hand side. It's not people say, oh, people heart on the left side. No, it's in the center of the chest. It's just as slightly is on the left side. Remember this. Honey is nutritional and it has healing property. The honey we normally eat here is good. Mm-hmm. It can heal people, yes. But it must be taken in moderation. 2 teaspoons daily is enough. Yeah, that's the recommended one by medical doctors. 2 tablespoons. 1 in the morning on empty stomach. And 1 in the night, 1 hour before you go to bed. That is always. But don't keep licking it because you have it or because you got honey tree on your farm. You will be looking for serious health problems. And this is a warning to all of you ladies who have your children. You want them to be clever in the school and you want them to make all the best grades. Do not give money to any child less than 1 year old. No, don't do it. Once your child is not more than 1 year old, don't give that child anything called money. It's not good for them. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Okay. Have a blessed day, David.
And you have a blessed day too.
Oh.
Do you have any response to this claim coming from Bobby Addison that the NSA boss designated blessed you with a tire for your car? Y'all go meet to Paris. Paris in Cinco. What is Paris? Is that
that's Cinco.
Paris.
The Paris conference.
It's on 10th Street.
Oh, you know the place too.
They don't know Paris.
Oh, You don't
So
know it
so the
all.
new place you need to start going, which is very private and very great, is Creed Lodge. Creed Lodge is in Marshall. When you go to Creed Lodge, you always want to go there. Yes, yes, Creed Lodge.
Am I old school, man?
You old school say.
Okay,
But I will carry you there.
Look,
Okay.
look at it. All right.
but the fun time is
No,
when
walk onto
somebody
your
like
horse. Walk onto your horse and have lunch.
like I'm in the
No,
restaurant,
one visit you. I never visited you before.
Come Wednesday. Let's have lunch Wednesday.
no, no, we can do that. I can do it. Let's do it on Wednesday in town.
Okay.
Okay, no
Not,
problem.
not to my house. No,
Okay. You don't come into your house.
no, far
I
Wednesday
know
in
what
town.
thing in our house you had it.
Like only people like Clarence Jackson and someone said he can kind.
I have a big brother, Sabo Josh.
Yeah, he can come. If I'm not here, he can come here. No problem.
Eh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a lovely Monday. David Ernest Kuti with us on the health tip right here on the True Breakfast Show. Probably will be in some part of this week. We'll look at who will places Justice, former Justice Namwe. A lot of names popping up at the Supreme Court bench to have a full branch of associate justices. Yes, John Lafayette Good. Um, Greeks, John Lavier Greeks, that pop up and more other names. We'll see. I mean, President Boyka Ashford is going through it right now. Yes, yes, to fill the full Supreme Court branch. Yes. Let's find out what's making news on the print media right here on the TBS on the Monday morning. And so, welcome to the review of the local dealers. What's making news from the print media? The front page of our first stop this morning is the New Republic newspaper on the newsstand for just $40 Liberian, $50. Yes, the New Republic, the rule of law under attack, where it's a full story on the front page. The rule of law under attack as President Boykai disrespect the Supreme Court ruling. The entire front page from the New Republic, I'm seeing President Joe Boyka here taking oath, and of course, the Chief Justice Sienna Nyo also been captured here on the front page from the New Republic. Grab a copy and read it from this story this morning. U.S. 500 million investment package is in sight. It was a good news here. Yes. Hyder Group International Ice Monrovia Industrial Park, where this was good news for Liberia. Still on the front page of the New Republic, how witnesses are paid to lie on accused. It's a sublead story. War crimes insider makes stellar revelation. Yes, it's on the front page. I'm seeing someone got there, boy. Why is the musician doing here? Let's go to the back page. The back page of the New Republic, Western Cluster. Alfonso, Syria Mia Blackout Western Cluster. A Western Cluster. Wedding. Asula Meta in backs. Oh,
That concession paper.
we stop it right there.
Yes, let's go for the hot pepper newspaper.
Oh,
Volume 8, number 11347, the Monday edition. The banner headline: After Supreme Court's ruling in tenure position cases, President Boakai continues to defy the rule of law. Wow, that's hot pepper reporting. Suspends LTA bosses and imposes acting board of commissioners. The president's photograph is captured right here, taking his oath of office. Wow, this photo.
okay.
And the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is also captured here on the back page of the Hot Pepper newspaper in regard to Barkai's disregard for the rule of law. CDC to hold emergency meeting today. How they really?
What says he?
CDC to hold emergency meeting today. Hot Pepper is reporting that.
Where's the chairman?
I'm seeing the Secretary General of the party, Javatin Koji, captured on the back page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. Another story on the back page: NEC declares Tuayen Soken by elections winners. Okay, that's a Nyatuayen of Nimba and Jeremiah of Grand Jida District 1. Representative Yobo presents first quarter report to District number 12 residents lauded for adequate representation. That's another story there for you to read. Grab a copy pepper newspaper for $40 and read the details.
Great. Let's move on to the Independent. Yes, on the newsstand for $40 the Independent, same old dame. Countdown to Joseph Boyka, 100 days. 2 days to go. Yes, on Wednesday will be 100 days of the president in office. Well, Boyka again. This is the front page story of the Independent. It's a major story. Yeah, Boyka again. Why Boyka again? Joseph Boyka has been captured. Yeah. From mass dismissal of EPS agent orders to LTA bull suspension. Well, Boyka again, yes, it's on the front page, capture the entire front page from the Independent. Let's go to the back page. What the back page have? The back page for education, CH Rennie Hospitals, Natana Maggie, follow six budgetary increment. Well, the Maggie Senator is captured here on the back page of the Independent. You can grab the copy, just $40 and read the rest of the story this morning.
And let's go for the GNN Liberia, Chodo Brooks, GNN Liberia, the lead story on page for instigating war crimes, prosecution, international group stands accused. Where I'm seeing Hassan Belite captured here alongside Gregory Coleman, the Inspector General of Police. I'm also seeing Arvin Smith, who is Arvin Smith. He's also captured on the front page of the GNN Liberia. Another story there. CJL commands President Boyka amid Hulubalu on War and Economic Crimes Code establishment. Boyka appoints acting LTA Board of Commissioners. This is another story you can see.
Okay.
Monrovia Industrial Park gets US 500 million investment.
Mm.
You don't get it or they're discussing.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go to the back page.
You don't know it all.
You don't know it all. Let's go to the back page of the Global News Network Liberia. GTMS donates brand new 18,000 BTU air conditioner to Buchanan Port. Okay. If you grab the story, you will get, or the paper, you'll get details of that story. CDC convenes big meeting to critique Boakai Kun leadership. Be listening. Representative Williams expresses gratitude to his people. This is Anthony Williams of Nayland County District Number 2 is captured on the back page of the GNN Liberia. So yes, that's it for the review of the GNN newspaper.
I'm not saying the Inquirer, but Messenger is actually down. Normally, when it's why Jimmy will send the paper through Messenger, and my Messenger is actually down. So I have front page Africa. Last stop this morning for my end. The front page Africa. The front page of the front page Africa. Police temporarily close Patawi waterfalls.
Okay.
Over security concerns, arrested one the manager of the falls out.
Yeah.
Police temporarily closed Patawi waterfalls. Well, major tourist site under threat is what's been captured here on the front page or from the front page Africa.
I never been to Patawi. I won't go there. The police close it.
Yeah. When the reopening,
Yeah, I'll go now.
we will go.
Okay,
we'll go.
We'll go.
No. There ain't even a long drive.
Okay.
Yes, Abraham Shaw will carry us. Desperation, accountability. So question mark. So sub story on the front page Africa. Desperation or accountability. So question mark. Have the Governance Commission. They have the Liberia Telecommunication Authority (LTA). Just days after losing legal battle to remove some tenure positions. President Boyka carries out mild suspension at LTA and Governance Commission. So front page is asking desperation or accountability. So question mark, grab a copy and read the rest of the story this morning.
And finally, on the review of the local dailies is the Women Voices newspaper. Thanks to Helena Samim for sending in the papers this morning. The lead story, President Boakai invades Supreme Court ruling but might return to the court again. President Boakai invades Supreme Court ruling but might return to court again. The president is captured on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper as well as the Temple of Justice. Yes.
That justice be done to
yes,
all.
Captured. And the top lead story on the front page, Liberia takes giant step against malaria, launches anti-malaria vaccine in Riverside County. Well, the vaccine is captured also on the front page of the paper. As usual, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is captured. Former Vice President Joel Howard Taylor, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and Associate Justice He's also captured Councilor Jim Center, Wolo Collie, as well as Honor Seattle Yo. These are a couple of names and photographs captured on the front page of the Women Voices newspaper.
Okay, so Ellen have the chimps of faces, having the people consistently on
Some
the
new
paper.
faces there, but the names are not too clear.
Yeah, we
but-
need some new faces like Medina Whistle, like Charlene Brunskin. I mean, some Lima Bowie, familiar names in female. Anyway. Great, thank you so much. Thanks to all of the managing editors. Thanks for filling us in with the paper. This is the True Breakfast Show 96.1. And so of Liberia. We'll say good morning to our president, the president of the Republic of Liberia. Look, we won't sit in this country and wish bad for our leader. We want to wish the president well this morning. Just like you, my boy. Good morning to His Excellency. Yes, our proud sponsor, Echo Bank. This issue of salary, advance salary, credit thing is the main thing now here. It's been talked about everywhere. All government institutions, those of you who have now opened your account, I want to encourage you to please open your account. Yes, open your salary account with EcoBank. Go and open your salary account with EcoBank. Well, the bank is saying you can credit from your own salary. This is the lowest rate I've seen in recent time. 3% of interest, and you have the period of 30 days. A guy called the last time saying, why the bank is taking 3% or so. I mean, your employee have not paid, your employer have not paid you money yet, but the bank is saying you can credit. You have a lot of creditors around. Some people pay 15%, 25%, but the bank is saying you can pay just 3%. And I mean, this is fast, it's moving, it's trending. I want to encourage non-governmental institutions to please open salary accounts.
Sure.
Open salary account with the bank. And how you get it? I mean, any time of the day, the night, you don't need to go to the bank. Just activate *326#, and there you go. Follow the instruction, and you credit from your own salary account. I mean, this is something very fast. Yes, and big up to Orange Liberia. Orange have opened 7 new sites in Nima County. The last time I asked him, I got to call the names there.
Yes.
I make picture of Butwo.
Yeah, I want to play,
Yeah, Butwo is also a name.
He's
Butwo.
on the Go Man play.
Go Man play.
Yeah.
Is it minor or Gil?
It's a Gil territory.
Okay, Go Man play.
Yeah.
So the feedbacks I've got there, I spoke with Cyprian over the weekend. He says Orange have, in fact, move on, almost have covered the entire District 7 in Nima County. So these are the 2 biggest institutions right now in terms of mobile communication, internet, Orange Liberia, and of course the Pan-African Bank, Echo Bank, for the nearby counties where you don't have the bank. Echo Bank is saying very soon you'll start to have the branches cover the entire counties. I mean, this is something very good. Yes, let's go into it. Again, all we'll say here is country first. Yes, and country first leads up to His Excellency Joseph Boykai. Look, we are members of the 4th Estate. We love this country. Boykai is our president. President for Liberia, not president for the Unity Party. Where the government will proceed right, we'll hype and praise it. So I got to know that during the course of last week, the president of Liberia was in a live telephone conversation with the Guinean leader.
Okay.
Yeah, since taking over. This is something that have not been happening. Liberia and Guinea have not been having that kind of smooth tie. Since Guinea took over for military rules and thing, President Doumbouya, formally opened up to our Liberian leader. We shared a border. This is the Minor River Union. You have Liberia, you have Sierra Leone, you have Guinea, and of course the Ivory Coast. So the president, of all indication, was in a live telephone conversation with the Guinean leader for almost 15 minutes. And this is very important. And also, for the very first time, Liberia and Angola. Do a research and see about Angola. Colonized by Portugal. This country is somehow very rich. President Joseph Boyka was also in a live telephone conversation, with President. Those are you who say back when you can be lashing the government, what the government proceed rightly, and the good thing for our country is very good. So for the business industry, we anticipate by June, July, we'll have investors coming in from Angola. I want to announce it. Everything we announce through this medium, these are all factual. So our president and the Angolan leader was also in the live tete-a-tete chat. There was a Liberian delegation that left, headed by Sheikh Kouyaté, met with the Angolan president and had a fruitful discussion for Liberia. Look, we cannot sit in a country and the worst thing to happen to our country. We can't do so. So I want to say kudos to His Excellency. I know the 100 days thing have now taken the entire internet. 100 days. No.
So for me, that entire 100-day thing, I want to stand by Representative statement. Is going towards that 100-day. He says politicians will make the promise. I mean, the way you make the promise is not how the resources will be available. So sometimes if you achieve 50% of the 100-day,
Meaning you have scored, right?
that means you score a mark. So
yes.
Today we are seeing the road work going on in the southeast, in northern Liberia, Lofa County, between Nema and Grand Jide. I mean, so for me, I don't see, yes. So I don't see. For me, it's not a huge point of criticism, in my opinion.
No,
it's not a huge point of criticism. At least if there was nothing done at all, maybe by now they're talking about trying to procure and stuff like that. But at least, I mean, they are being into major routes in the country.
Great. On the other hand, too, it's also good to put the government on the feet.
Right.
Yes, I think the pressure to also make some progress. Yeah, the pressure is good to put the government on the feet. Some from past administration, you talk about 100 days. I mean, it will just go. But again, it was good. It was even on the Truth FM, the president made a statement. In your first 100 days, those vehicles will be stuck in the mud on the same Truth FM with us.
Yeah.
Yes. So, like you said, look, boostability have said, even if you have achieved 50%,
it's a mark for a politician.
It's a good mark.
Yeah.
Damn it. Some politician and some era then they carry campaign.
Some promises, they score zero.
We're all going back.
They can't do anything.
Yeah.
You go to the people, you make promise, and when you leave that village, until election come here again, before you go back there. You go explain to the people, say, oh, you know, we were strangulated, this one happened, things were not the way we expected. So when you vote for me in there, I will come back to do the thing and say I'm going to do. So this 100 days, why it would not be 100% achieved in the 100 days, at least maybe if, because NEMOT, headed by Eddie Jaulu and other institutions, they can most of the time do some of these grading on the projects and stuff like that. Maybe they'll come up with a score of around 60, 65.
Yeah, but meanwhile, with the road work I've seen so far, I want to grade it maybe at 52 or 53%.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't criticize the government that they have not achieved in less than 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Good morning again, His Excellency. Thank you. Your 100 days is just on Wednesday. And before we move on to our next talking point, those of you who have asked for very sensitive information, I hope to get it. Those of you who have not declared your assets and you're taking the president for granted, the next cabinet meeting, the fourth cabinet meeting, the president will ask if you have not declared your assets.
The president will openly ask
if you are not declared, you're not even enter that cabinet meeting. Those of you who are not, you scheming with it. So if you have $1 in your account, declare it. Let us know that this is what I've come in with government.
People won't get anything that they don't want to be scared to declare.
Yeah, but declare, Marka. What you get is what you get. That's your country. You're there to serve. They call you to serve. You have zero balance in your.
You know, last time Madam Lehman Bowie said people came in government who never had taxi, they never had motorbike. Before you go look, they were riding Range Rover. They have fleets of buildings across the country. They have this, they have that. They live in luxuries. So some of these people who can come in government with nothing, they don't want to declare because maybe in 3-4 years time they become millionaires.
Yeah, but that's what we want to call on the president now to bridge this.
So that's a challenge to the president.
Challenge.
Yes.
The president should not be reminding you in a cabinet meeting, lawyer, please declare your asset, then the e-mansion to carry it.
Like we said before, do not be afraid. You are not compelled to publish your assets.
Yeah, declare.
You are not brave like Representative Musa Belete and other people who are publishing their assets.
Okay.
But it takes bravery on you for you to disclose in Africa. You disclose what you got.
No, it's not possible.
So you have the option. So it's optional to you. You publish with the or you declare with the LSCC. It remains with the LSCC.
Let's also talk.
You're not forced to publish.
Of all those who are declared, Musa scored 98.5. If we run it, all be 99%.
So you're not forced to publish, but if you misbehave, LSCC will go to the rapper and bring it also. And you understand? That's what it is.
But for me, I see it as a disrespect to the president's office. The man himself had declared. All right, even though you have not published, but meanwhile you have declared, right?
Oh yeah.
That is with the LACC. So your boss have declared. Then what about you? You know, so I want to encourage you to do so. Yes. The poor lightning at the SKD, the Summers Post complex. If people remember was though our former president, you think about SKD. Whenever you think about you forget about Simon Kayando, just think about the SKD. Yes. If you forget about Ellen Johnson, think about the ministerial complex. Making pressure.
Yeah.
If you forget about Simon Kayando, think about the
SKD
SKD.
sports complex.
If you forget about Ellen Johnson Salif,
think about
the ministerial
PNJ
complex.
ministerial complex.
And you forget about George Weah, think about the 14 military hospital, the Emirates Stadium.
Yeah.
The reason why we're saying that when you are in government, you leave something behind that your country remember. You see that Gabriel Johnson Tucker Bridge, they name it after a former public work minister. A 50 years guaranteed bridge. The Ministry of Youth was pulse under the watchful eyes of council called Bangalo took over. I'm seeing the reason why we're putting this as part of our talking segment is a back and forth, is a migrate to Liberia on the social media. Everywhere in the world now know that there is again the match officials say there should be an additional time.
Yeah.
After announcing additional time, the pole lighting system.
Yeah. The officials themselves say they can see.
They can
so
see.
What about the players?
The generator beating, but they can see. Someone said that Vagon took the level and carried to
LBS. Are you installing
that? Yeah, anyway, installing. Yes, but on a very serious note, the Ministry of Youth and Sport have not done well. And I mean, this is a song that I've been singing. We have been singing. In terms of publicity, I mean, it's zero. The reason why you see people trimming out the SKD is something because this is a national event.
The love for that county.
The love for county people should. Let me tell you, those of you who work.
And that's why the ministry riding on. People come that county.
I dropped my pen. That's why the ministry is riding on. They will come. And I'm sure some of them have sat in a meeting and said, leave the media. The people will come. And that love for county people showing. Let me just take on the aspect. When you organize a county meet, it's not just to go see football or just to see kickball. Some of you have never identified with footballer. I see some of you going dressing room back and forth. You know, I mean, just a show rating you're doing. You're posting on the social media. I mean, when at this event, you see a thing. When you organize a county meet, it's to unify the whole county. This is when the county meet started, there was no superintendent. And we appealed to the House of Senate. We said, please confirm our superintendent. It's to unite. Liberia is looking like divided. Nima Boys is a fragmented piece, I mean, country we are into. You know, if I borrow from her.
Yeah.
And the very serious thing, the organized county meet is not just to go see Nima and Grand Gidel, the aftermath. Let's look at the business aspect of it. The business people, they have been crying. No sales of jersey. Some of them have traveled China back and forth, but huge. They have to benefit too, yes. They have to benefit. And the reason why they are not selling, because the publicity, I mean, this county meet publicity is the worst publicity I ever seen. Yes, and I back my word. Go to red light, go everywhere. Those who are buying the county meet jersey, just stock up in there. We raise the momentum. We encourage people. Even if an ordinary man in Mangibi, in Nimba, in Grand Kidman, listening to the radio, they'll be moved and say, well, let me go show love for county and buy jersey. All those who you see training on the social media are those who can afford. And bulk of you are in government. Oh, yes. In the majority, you know what I'm saying is truth. In the majority, those who buying the jersey and thing, flattering around, I mean, these are our officials. The youth and sports give deaf ear. The youth and sports, the internal affairs, they have sponsors. The county meet, you don't joke with it. That's why when George Weah became president, he had never played in the county meet. He came down to play for Grand Crew. I mean, this is our traditional tournament. You have sponsors. No momentum, no publicity. This is the second time or the third time for a public official to do, say, free gate. Y'all listen, though. I mean, those who showing up are those who can afford, and they are our officials in government. You also Joe, we had our footballing president, right? So now football activity they're doing. The county meet, the vice president of Liberia, Jeremiah Kpankun, decided to do a free gate, open gate at the SKD. Got on the stadium, saw almost all of the wings around the field empty. Empty, and said, wow, What do you hope to achieve at the end of the day after this tournament? The last time Senator Kanga said, open gate.
That was in Calcutta, right?
Yeah, open gate. Free open, free entry. And whatsoever cost, she will take the expense of it, right? Jeremiah Kun also said, free gate. That's how people started doing. And there was a huge disrespect. That's why I'm not even starting up with this. Shown to one of Liberia's top media executives. The key reason behind this, because all along we have been hauling with the youth and sports. All youth and sports have sponsors. They have sponsors. They have sponsors upon sponsors. I can sit here and count more than 15 sponsors. Arsenal Meta alone, who have not done nothing in Yekepa, gave 240,000 United States dollars. And Echo Bank, so forth, on most sponsors youth and sports have. When you go to the sports complex, so dirty. Even entering, you look at your complex. So the VP said free grades. Vehicles start to drive in. As soon as they identify a chief media executive who owns the Renaissance Communications Incorporated, Truth FM, hold this man vehicle, impressing a liability. The man display his ID card, yet and still LBS vehicles and other media institutions have passed. Because it is Truth FM who is flagging this thing, saying he's the chief executive officer, will start with him. Let the vehicle stay outside. I want them to listen. When you're taking leadership, it's not your birthright. The missteps you can carry on.
It's a privilege and opportunity
to serve. You'll not be in that position forever and ever. That ministry used to have who?
The last one is Zoga Wesi.
Zoga Wesi. Yeah, people crown Zoga. Today Zoga is not Minister of Youth and Sports. Maybe these have not reached to the minister. But your men, your guys, look how a chief executive in Liberia, who have been operating for more than 18 years, was denied. Meanwhile, other vehicles was passing,
That was
driving. Serious disrespect. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's love for country we're showing. Look at Real TV. All of the games, we've been streaming it live. Go and see. More than 50,000 views. The Ministry of Youth and Sports said, where? We're doing love for country. But at the end of the day, we'll ask the Ministry of Youth and Sports, please publish to us how much you receive in total of all of your sponsors. And today, the sports writer, Vama, I don't want to say, maybe I'll just save this for today. Yeah. But on a very serious note, that's a fair enough about this. You're straightening all the light. Don't you know that the game could go at a time to check the lighting system? Or the only sponsorship deal after.
It's not about checking it. The bulbs
you have to check it.
The bulbs are dead.
But they didn't check it.
Yeah, they are dead.
They're dead.
They know.
What they know?
Yeah, they just don't want to change it.
Okay.
They need to change it.
Okay.
They need to change the bulbs. All of the poles you see in the four corners have only one LED bulb on.
Oh.
Imagine 48 LED bulbs, only one on each of the
four poles.
Yes. That's sad. They don't give any visibility. So that's where we are. And what happened with Lai? We want to call on the minister to ensure that he carry out some form of questioning to bring people to book. Even me, if it happens to me, I mean, it will become probably one more about somebody who owns one of the biggest media establishments in the country.
And besides that, the vice president has said free gate.
So ordinary Liberians have free way to enter. The one more about a media executive. So I think that level of disrespect shown to Lai should not be repeated, and we want to call on the minister to take note of that. The Deputy Minister for Sports, Andy Kwame, also called on you to ensure that you find out who are these people, who were, or where the order came from for somebody to say that you stop Lai from entering the stadium. That was disrespectful, and we hope this will not repeat. And we call on the minister and the Deputy Minister, especially the Deputy Minister for Sports, Andy Kwame, to ensure that action can be taken. Yes, so the right thing should be done. I mean, that field is government property. All Liberians should have access to it. The vice president open free gate. Even besides opening free gate. Even besides opening free gate. Okay? Like, He will buy his VIP ticket. It doesn't matter.
Of
But
course.
he should not be doing it with the. I mean, he's a media executive.
And the man displays his
If
stuff.
reporters can have pass and have access, then what more about a media executive? Somebody showing you their identity and everything, and you doing that kind of disrespect. I think this should be investigated and it should not be repeated. Nobody should target any individual in these times. Nobody should target any media institution or any institution. If we do the right thing, we will say it. If you are not doing the right thing, we will say it. So there's nothing to target somebody about.
Let me just remind the president, His Excellency. You know, former President George Weah said something. Marka, he said there'll be the first half and second half player.
Mhm.
And that didn't happen all along. They are working George Weah government for straight 6 years. And His Excellency, my president, not your president I'm addressing, my president Joseph Boycott, our president. The reshuffle thing, if you drag along with it, it will not be good for you. Because if you look at most of the billboards, so no business as usual. Some of them have already started to make business as usual. Liberian men are Liberian men. The only thing that can make Liberian men scared, like job business. Some of them beg, walk Nicodemusly in the night, carrying one CV to another CV, hustling for jobs. As soon as you get the position now, you sending text messages begging, God forbid. You loving WhatsApp, calling back and forth, push me, push me. As soon as you surface in the position, it's a different thing. What will cool you down if the president decides to reshuffle? And I want you to do so. Let's move on to something ugly that happened up. And I mean, I term it as ugly, was not something good. We have to speak to it. This involved the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency, the LDEA, and the Liberian businessman, Mamadou Dabo, nicknamed Baba. People say Two Sweets. And I also say Two Sweets because I knew it all along. And I mean, I see messages coming in my inbox back and forth. What's your take on this? Because this was somebody who you have been working with all along. So, doing my own investigation, although the man himself had appeared on Spoon already, but he did a display on the social media, and I want Liberians to listen well. The reason why we address our platform in a professional tone, respectful people listen to us, and we must say the rightful thing. Too Sweet is a friend and brother to me. AB Kroman is also a big brother to me. I'm not a Joshua. So I'm finding myself between this. This is Two Sweets, and this is a big brother, AB Kroman. So here is it. Two Sweet had a post on the Facebook. Mamadou Dabo. I mean, showcasing his vehicles on the internet as one of the tackers, the most business tycoon. And by the record of fact, he's correct. In terms of advertising, there is no business advertiser more than this guy. You have the highest in Liberia, from Orange, from 1X bags to Winners. You cover all of these billboards from Ghana'sville, Sincor, Bourgeois Island, Red Light, everywhere in the city is owned by this guy, this magic company. Display it on the social media. Jealous country. That's what we insult here. Someone tag Hassan Fadiga on the Facebook. See how Fadiga coming. I think that Fadiga push AB into this thing. I want to say this to Fadiga, to AB Kroma. That Fadiga push you into this thing. You was not tagged on the social media. Someone tagged Hassan Fadiga was tagged in the post of Two Sweets. Meaning that attention should be given to this guy. They tag him, and by the way of information, I've spoken with my lawyer already to speak to this issue. And what I will say is in no wrong. So in terms of investigation, AB Kroman now got tipped with this. His deputy say, I've seen something on the social media. It's not AB who was tagged, it was Hassan. Mind you, 3 weeks ago, there was a huge quantity of drugs at the Roberts International Airport. Hassan Fadiga was in the noon. They didn't inform AB Kroman. No. His boss was never in the noon. And that the same man now coming, push his boss on another thing. And here is it. So AB took up the phone. I mean, Truth FM, we don't play this kind of audio. If Marka having a conversation with you, we don't play this kind of thing. We don't do it on our network. We don't do so. We don't even recall people. If we even having a conversation, you won't recall, that's your business. But we don't play it. So Two Sweets, Mamadou Dabo And that of AB Kroma in a telephone conversation. I've listened to the conversation back and forth. I mean, there are some other who have posted it already on Facebook.
Yes, we've been following.
Yeah, so he decided to go and meet Kroma. Where? Not at the DA's office, but at Royal Grand. At Royal Grand. Met with the LDA boss. The LDA won, and the businessman, along with his lawyer, had a professional conversation. This is where the whole thing came in Chakla. The LDA boss and where the businessman had a good conversation. The man is leaving, coming down, and guess what? The deputy for operation, Hassan Fadiga, in the security term is the term as well. Usurpation of function. Your boss man is already on top of the matter. Where are you coming from? He took the spray and pepper spray the businessman into his eye. That's a simple assault. Blind that man for good. You don't base on assumption to carry on investigation. I mean, I see the two people are my personal people, right? So AB you was misled by your deputy. You saw your deputy action, and Royal Grey is not going to release that video for God's sake. I see people on the internet. Royal Grey have the footage of the video, and they are business institution. They're not going to release it. If they do so, they go against government or even the bad going business. Remember when this lady for LRA, they gifted Lama? Yeah, when that thing happened, UBA releasing the video. No. They didn't do so. So Royal Grey is not going to release the video. So what we have seen, I mean, that's an error. That is a serious error. Fadiga, you err big time. If the president, I mean, I think this have reached out to President Boyka now. And I'm doing some research. Fadiga, you work in the service in America. Is that how people do in the States? You have not caught the man that you take something and spray the man eye from the great America that you have come from? You don't do this kind of thing. You caught the man. In fact, your boss have had a professional conversation and the man is leaving to go out. Why? No business as usual, man.
Yes, no business as usual. We will shortly be going to the line.
Yeah, the phone line. But before that, quickly, there is a planned protest by the motorcyclists, and this could shut the whole city down. Let me just say it's very important, Marka. They plan protest by the motorcyclists against this no-go zone on May 9th. Yeah, so maybe tomorrow we'll have more time to talk about it. Yes.
Yes, again, so as we try to open the line again, Onu, just in 1 minute, the Nico Ivanka victims' families. I understand that they had a brief chat with the Senate Pro Tem, Madam Yomli Kanga Lawrence. We've been appealing, I think for over a month now, we've been appealing. The government promised that they were going to give each of the families $20,000. It was to be in the 2023 budget. That didn't happen. They have been crying, some of them in the bush. They are being able to come back to town. They are professionally engaging the legislature to ensure that this thing can happen. Their husbands died in that shipwreck when they were transporting the wire material to the southeast. That was a sad thing. You understand that the obligation that Wire had, they settled their obligation, but the government said they were going to give each of the families $20. This morning, this passionate call is going to the pro tempore of the Liberian Senate, Madam Yomli Kanga Lawrence. I understand that some of the widows met with you and spoke to you about it, and you assured them that you were going to have some discussion around that. Please, we are hoping these are Liberians. They lost their husbands in a very bad situation. They were not expecting it. Your husband walking out of the house, leaving you and the children, and going to work just for you to hear that he passed off. I mean, it's a sad thing. So, as a person with passion, I think it is important that the legislature, Mr. Speaker, the pro tem, and also the President of the Senate, Vice President Jeremiah Kun, I think this is something very serious that it is a humanitarian thing.
The budget didn't capture them.
So that's why the pro tem is going to raise some issues surrounding that, because it is very important that happens. These are Liberians. They have not been able to even pay their children's school the children are not in school. The family has gone down because the family had the breadwinner, left them unexpectedly. So we want to really appeal to you, Madam Pro Tem, and members of the legislature to do something about this. That 20,000, please, you can give it to the families and let them start their life all over because it's like starting all over. We appeal on their behalf this morning that you can do this. Mr. Speaker, you should also look into this. You are one person who is always reaching out to Liberians. You are noted for that. But this one, it was a promise that the past government made to these people, considering the kind of tragedy that faced their families. Yes, we really appeal to the legislature to do something about that.
Yes, it's a humble appeal. We want to appeal. Let's do it. In fact, they're going to do serve a national duty, and that's unseen ugly behavior. I mean, die in that kind of way. I mean, so we want to appeal. We just want to join our voice, the many voices. Just please capture the family in this coming up budget. Yes. Yes, so before we get a telephone line, I'm seeing there are a few new faces back in the Liberia National Police. So with my investigation, it's all the social media. There are several names back in the police who was dismissed and they are resurfaced in the police. So for the investigation, when I see the guys are going through professional interview, I mean, they were on top of the case, they investigated, and these people were clear. That's why you see Gregory bringing them back in the police. Go on the social media. So Gregory bringing criminals all back in the police.
Yeah, so I've been reading through, especially Facebook, and see these things with some of the names and stuff like that. Yeah, but
so they were clear by professional standards. The same professional standards that indicted them, and the same professional standards, I mean, clearing them. And again, I want to appeal to the IG. This issue of police post person. I heard a familiar name. I'll share that name with you off the record. But don't tell the people to apply.
Why not?
No, there's a new phase going in that building very soon. At the new spokesperson of the Liberia National Police. But meanwhile, the information, those who are still in the department can apply for the position.
Yes, and there's no application there. Outsider can be considered.
No, that's what demotivating most of them, and they won't say it. They have been there for 15 years, 10 years, no in out. They intend to apply. Anyway,
you married now.
It's hard, man.
But I mean, that's it. Congratulations to all of you who have been named by the president last night. The former chief of staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, retired Major General Prince Charles Johnson III, has been nominated at the National Security Agency, and then the boss there has been swapped, sent to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as Director General of Passports and Visas, and also
the NSA boss.
Yes,
gone to
James Henry Pearson.
Okay,
that's his name. Yes,
okay, Pearson.
J. Henry Pearson. He's been sent to the Passport Division at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Former Defense Minister Daniel Zianka is military advisor.
Okay,
and
that one, accent.
The Deputy Minister of Defense for Administration has been elevated to Defense Minister proper. She is recorded as the first female Deputy Chief of Staff in the Republic of Liberia and the first Defense Minister destined. When she confirmed, she will be, I think, the first female. I tend to be corrected, but in recent history, I think she will be the first. Or what I know so far, I think she will be the first female defense minister if confirmed.
Great. Yeah. So, Marka, let me do a humble appeal, please. Just 1 minute on this one. Amy Kroban and that are from Mamadou Dabo. I don't know. I don't want this thing going to court. Yes. Yes, I don't want to go because what I'm saying, I'm sensing that one side is going to carry another side to court and thing. Let's find it on the round table. But for me,
your dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue. Mamadou is a businessman. You all know this guy. We saw how he came up and he's still growing through. You know, just say I don't want this to go into court. But next time, Fadiga or what's up, Fadiga? You don't carry on assumption with this kind of work you do. No, even in America, where you from? You stay in the US for long. You don't base on assumption. You don't do it. You know how to get tips? Anyway, let's move. Let's pick up calls out.
Yeah, let's pick calls. 0702-02579, 0770-202-579 is the number. Yes, let's take this call.
Let's do a minute per call. Yes. Good morning.
Yes, let me take this. Good morning. No,
No,
we will
no,
not take
no,
that. So
no, no.
we can warn you every morning. Good
Right.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Greeting to you, Odi. How you doing today?
We're great. Go ahead, Chief.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to my president, Joseph Marka, Blair Bobby Allison for the National Patriotic Party. The appointment of Honorable Quincy Johnson to the National Security NSA. I want to say thank you, Mr. President. It's a good decision. And Senator Bowman Pearson to Foreign Service, the Foreign Ministry adopted program of that era. He's a security man. You should have used him as the security ambassador. That's why you got that gave you flashback
Okay.
as a security journalist.
Okay.
We have Wilfred Clark, served as security police director in this country before. I don't know whether you guys were born. If you were, and you follow the history. Wilfred Clark served as security police director, and later on, when Judy Bryant took over, he served as security advisor to Judy Bryant. So, Women Black, I would recommend that you do some swap. That Kofi Wolves from the human right background.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lawyer also. Go to find some area for him. Then PSC yourself as a security advisor.
Okay.
When we got Quincy Johnson, say bravo, that's right there, but he's my boy.
Now Kofi was there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for David Kokoti, let him go and take it off maybe some other area because he
Okay.
can lie in those areas.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
A pleasant good morning to all you. I just discussion from District 4, North Rado County. And this is the voice of Akwe A. Boyd Sr. A pleasant good morning to the best lawmaker and Honorable Musa Hassan Tete. Marka, this morning, I want to commend the speaker, J. Ponati Kofa. I overheard that the speaker had assured the Liberian people that the draft budget that is before the House, they are going to pick up the strength of the education sector and that of the health sector. So he also went on to say that these two sectors are cardinal to the Liberian people. And so, Marka, I think our democracy is taking a different trend. While it's true the speaker comes from the opposition community, but if our country must flourish and make progress, the agenda of the president must be supported. So I think the 55th legislature is on the right footing. And if we continue on this path, Marka, I see our country going further. So, Honorable Speaker, thank you so kindly, and I hope and pray that your colleague will support this idea. Thank you for having me, Marka.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning to the voice of local George this morning from the seminary. Marka, this morning, I'm much appeal to your indulgence to speak to the finance minister, Big Brother Kwame Kamara. Big Brother Kwame Kamara, all of your efforts you are employing, the trickle-down effects of these efforts can be narrowed down into the exchange rate that will stimulate the economy. So I want to speak to you this morning to see how best you can be able to execute some of your inflationary fiscal policy in order that the exchange rate can drop.
Okay.
If this do not happen, people will continue to buy Vita for $10. Thank you.
Okay.
Don't
Thank you.
buy Vida for $10. All right, let's bring this call on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Melody, and good morning to Brother Marka.
Morning.
Brother, I beg you people, man, I have a serious concern. We woke up this morning at our AB tomorrow. It's a black Ford Jeep back at the entrance of our gate. And our car could not even car out to carry the children to school. But our concern is that since this morning, the car is still parked here.
Yeah, but you did you find out who got the Jeep? Remember, it's
Now,
gonna-
I'm saying that we are carrying it from the police station, but I don't want to go
maybe the Jeep broke down. Okay. All right.
But
Okay.
the owner have not been nobody around the car.
Okay, but you reported to the nearby police station, right? Okay.
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 Okay, Mr. Warity.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning.
morning.
Let me say good morning to the many listeners and viewers out well following the broadcast.
Please be audible for our online listeners. Mm-hmm.
I came here this morning from all my consulting. We need to stress a very good point, and that which I want to emphasize on this morning. Mr. President, the Labrador will tell you all the matter of change. And some of those things that led to the defeat of the previous regime were those things steps that we are experiencing today. That is number one for you. The issue of appointment. Look, initially there was this alarm raised that there are some individuals at the Minister of Presidential Affairs that are authoring names. And what we are experiencing in my country today, it is because Madam Paulina Kuratopa, who is at that ministry, unilaterally accepted recommendation for just one or two individuals from my country. That is Madam Cecilia Kido and Belfort Fana.
So, Elotius, I'm here verifying. Whether there's a faction of the Unity Party, what I'm seeing smoking with the chairman Luther Tapping, I mean Muda, is that of divided faction as well I'm hearing?
So I think that would be one factor because since they went for that convention in Banga, you had two sides, right? Manando supported Ami Muda. While you followed out the length of Joshua Carter, O.J. Morris, and the rest supported Luther Tapping.
Okay.
So then for final, they follow law, they cannot influence Manando to keep actually taking decision, let the communication route to Madam Paulina Kuratopa. It is all there for final who start that communication. How you have officials of the Unity Party in the country not signing or documentation, but already Secretary General in O.J. Morris should have been the person and Manando approved it. But instead, Manando was the one that signed the communication that is sent to the ministry and then therefore final signing it. I think there's something that the president needs to look at.
Okay. Thank you. There will be no chaos in my giving. Lastly, for my end. Yes. Morning. Milton Yoko.
Good morning, my friend, brother Marka. Thank you very much this morning. My attention has been drawn to the National County Sports League. This is where my interest are mostly. When a child is 16, 17 years old, and the child is in the high school, the child can go to secondary school as compared to the person who is from the country in high school. What am I trying to say? The national company have been overdue. So those who are voting should have known better that because they are overdue, the appetite have died. So they began to do more things for it to get more appetite by doing more publicity, by giving the sponsors who are coming, by letting all the who are the of the sponsors. The life policy, the rules they make, you say life, and there were no life. And then the main rules they said, after 90 minutes, when the game ends, you go to the extra 20 minutes.
It's in the current rules. Milton, change your location a little bit. Okay. Milton. Yeah, I mean your line sounds a little bit scratching up. Instead of talking about counting me something, I mean, let me bring this to the attention of the president, my own president, Joseph Boyka. This appointment of Aliyu Kibi as Minister of Youth and Sports Development. I mean, there's still Ambassador Alash is still some serious misreaction. In my sense, if that we're going to say goodwill ambassador, I feel it's going to be a better one. But Aliyu Kibi is going to be on salary. His position is equivalent as co-Bangalore. I mean, there is no way you have a Liberian to go be ambassador Alash in Senegal and anywhere. I mean, this appointment about Aliyu Kibi, I mean, I want the president to address it. If you're not in the known, it's a serious dissatisfaction. And there is no him mark of this man even having a tennis ball team or a free-time ball team in this country. Ambassador Alash for Youth and Sports Development. Imagine someone of a Liberian nationality having this title in other country. It's not possible. If you say goodwill ambassador, I mean, that sounds better, you know. But Ambassador Alash, no, man. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Let's take calls at 5. Yes.
Yes, let me take this call. Please, if you are read by a radio, please lower it or move from there, please. I don't want to cut you over. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead.
My name is Daniel Diso, calling from my Unification City.
Okay.
My attention then drawn to the appointment made, the recent appointment made in my But I just want to tell you something like publishing with a bike will remain quiet. But Ben Fofana and Sissioto, the Shin. Hello.
I think you got ready, man.
Yeah.
You have another
Call
station.
back.
You have, I mean,
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
okay.
Okay, that one is also off. Let me take this one.
Terrible feedback.
We can continue with that.
Terrible
Good
feedback.
morning. Good morning. Go ahead. We are getting feedback. I don't know whether you have our radio. Go ahead.
I joined this morning for the most abandoned district.
Yeah.
Yes, the most abandoned district number 3 function. Marka, I listening to.
You're asking for election. I think 4 months ago, you say about not district.
The district is the most abandoned district. It represents the election. After the election, we have not seen our lawmaker.
Yeah, we explain tire.
Is easy a lawmaker?
Okay.
The land too bad. Yeah.
And let's see where from the president. One thing that get on the appointment list is Benjamin Way.
Okay, that's the education board.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Way is one of the men I've been pushing the issue of education in the country. And I'm applaud the president for that matter.
No.
Thank you.
That man on the train track where Western Cluster just
Yeah, the
just
education
taking.
board. Yeah, the education board appointment made by the president. Do you know that finally the president replaced the principal of BWR in a new appointment?
That's part one of
Yes.
Oh man.
Everything we have said, and I think the same.
The name what was suggesting is the same name that pop up.
Yes. Yes, I think that's the same.
So mission accomplished now.
Yeah,
Man.
So,
Check out if the name that we saw all lobbying for the position.
It was the representatives mother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know whether it's the same name.
Verify it before any other
somebody from Margibi. Josh Black can send me message whether that's the name that we were talking about. So let me see.
So why are you looking for it? You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, so
BWR.
Dr. Nancy T. Freeman.
Okay.
Yes, was named as president of Booker Washington Institute. Yes, I think this is the name we were talking about when we said
conflict of interest. I mean,
yeah. So I mean, this is the president's decision.
So before then, let's say this. Let Librarian listen to this. We got this tip off professionally that this man, someone was at his neck to replace him with all of the working at the Booker Washington Institute. Very challenge. Man took the place from scratch and have a middle range and a long range plan for the BWR with all of the tremendous work. There is no secret that
Harry Tunnel
have not done at BWR. It was just needed empowerment. So this name is popular in the lobby all that long. So today the CA on the email show.
And like we have said,
somehow disappointment, man.
After election doesn't mean you change everybody in the government. No, you don't have to change everybody. You know, the way sometimes we do politics, it appears like a business now. So everybody will join a political party because no matter what, you're doing it for a job, you're not doing it for the ideology of the party. And they have coined new phrase. They say political reward is not in heaven.
And so this is the in-law
that kind of unpatriotic phrase they have coined political reward is not in heaven.
Yeah.
So when you part of the political party, it means that you have already signed contract with the party to get job in government once that party wins. I mean, you don't have to change everybody. I mean, that man has done extremely well at BWR. We are not doubting the ability of who is coming, but I mean,
We saw it
you
along.
are giving him at least
The reason why made you are disappointed, right?
Yeah.
We heard the name, we saw the name, and we know who is behind it.
Yeah.
And so mission accomplished, right?
So we want to. That's not my just do a confirmation text message for me. Whether Dr. Nancy is Representative Eddie Attor's mother-in-law.
Yeah, that's a mother-in-law.
Confirm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. District 3 Maggie, we can't do mother-in-law. Yeah. So the representative's mother-in-law is being appointed now as BWR principal. We said this thing ever since somebody say, oh, I mean, we saw this thing coming. However, that's the president's power and authority given to him by the Constitution. We want to wish that Harry Tano all of the best. He did his very best over there. Even the students and the faculty staff at BWR, I know some of them are feeling very disappointed this morning since they got this news. But whatever it is, that's the president's power.
That's a decision of the president. And now you have sometimes you just see from a far distance when you take over now, you'll be disappointed. When you want the regular support to come, when it's not start to come true now, I mean, but they play on there. I was just looking at it for the
understanding that this person is in retirement age. Oh, yeah, more than 60, 65.
Anyway,
the person should be in retirement age.
Okay,
but anyway,
let's leave that at it. Yeah, let's see who can bring on.
We are still open to doing stuff. I mean, news coverage, events, major news stuff. Well, True Heaven is always here. Yeah, we're always here.
Yeah,
but
we saw this from afar. And today the immersion carrying is not surprising. Anyway, but let me just highlight the Liberia National Police, the Simple Bridge, the trucks. I'm enlightening Liberia National Police. If we do have an active traffic, I don't know who's the new chief of traffic. I would have praised the traffic. I'm enlightening the reports coming, the trucks that comes through for Bombay County, Western Cluster at night, driving heavy speed to go to mess up that Simple Bridge very soon. I'm looking at the duration of the bridge for 20 years, 25 years. They don't have a long time lifespan. So I'm enlightening the police, the misuse, the bridge, the trucks that rise that comes from Bombay County. So as we try to close, I want to say thanks to all of your calls. Again, the president is the president. Joseph Boyka is our president.
Stop calling me, man. I want to get something out.
Yeah. Boyka is our president. We love the president, but we need those wise men that will sit around the president and look at the president and tell the truth to the president. And tell Mr. President.
I'm looking for the Oman son position because he was appointed by the president also.
The son?
Yeah, the Oman son.
Yeah, so I'm posing you with this parable. Why you looking for it?
Yeah.
The son anyway.
Yeah.
Look at the president's face and say, Mr. President, look at the king's face.
Stop calling. We're not taking call.
That people will hear that if we take the decision, it will not be good for us. If the king too is on top of every information that comes out. Today, we have an ambassador at large who is a foreigner. There are many qualified Liberians in Europe, in the Americas, that can occupy this position. The work is what get him into it. Let's give him a building salary. Yes. His position is equivalent at Bangalore. Yes, they are at the same rank if you are compared in terms of ranks. And this can happen anywhere. Maybe the president is not that way. I'm bringing it to my president. My president, I want you to listen to this. And again, Mr. President, those who will not perform in your first 1 year, if I 1 year too far, replace that. Otherwise, else, there will be business as usual. That good phrase, that good term you came up with, no business as usual, will be business as usual, Mr. President. Those who start to mess things up, that those who are going government with a mindset, oh yeah, there are many men going with a mindset in government. And that's supposed up to the LDEA. And I say this without no regret. I mean, we all want AB Kroban to succeed. We had a very good interview with AB. Was some part of last month, right? Yeah, he came through on this platform. And if the deputy, you cannot outride the master. Law 1 of the 48 law of power, you can't be more than your head. The boss cannot be carrying on, then a deputy there. That's what happened to the RIA. By now, As somebody guy should give the public update what happened with the drugs. You think the US government not following? People listen to us. That huge quantity of drugs that came from the RIA. When was the last time you gave us briefing? They put recording. After 1 year, they'll get report. When the US come up with report now, then I tell you no. When consignment came in, you took seizure of it, your boss didn't even know. Your boss didn't know. So your boss have investigated, have a professional conversation with a businessman, then you bump in the next thing you did, that pepper spray to you, when I see it, it can really get to me. That's a simple assault. Nowhere in the world. That's a weapon you use to pepper spray who have employed more than 120 persons. Do you know the issue of jobs? How it's so difficult? There are some of my colleagues who graduated. They have not seen job. Some of them have never worked. This part, I saw one of my colleagues, we came out through from the MB, you know, riding KK, and I feel I want to go up almost 7K in graduate school to see my own friend. Look, this country is very challenged. What you got? You police guy who got on the guy's neck. You saw that with all that experience. Most of y'all will get Joseph Boaga Hatter.
Yeah, somebody just the campus is quiet, the students are not happy, and all of that. They want to know back.
The decision, it can be referred.
Yeah,
it can be referred there. Yeah, I mean, decision.
My internet, these people who are calling me, maybe my internet will be.
Yeah, just stop calling. We're trying to research.
Yeah.
So on the whole thing, I mean, Mamanu Dabo, AB Kromar, I mean, yeah, you should handle this thing professionally. Things occur. Yeah, I don't want to drag into a court back and forth thing. But the deputy should not be more than the boss. Otherwise, else when Joseph Boaga send that AB Kromar, they'll call AB, they'll call you. You're the boss.
Liberia Special Economic Zones Authority, Prince Ray, Executive Chairman.
Okay, her son.
Yes. So, but they from the Stradival.
Yeah, man. Anyway.
The son is the Executive Chairman of the Liberia Special Economic Zones Authority. The wife is representative of District Number 3, Marka County. The mother is the principal and CEO of BW Bogo Washington Institute. Okay. Nice family.
That's a nice one. We move.
Nice family.
And we'll move.
Yeah.
We move. As we close up, we'll sit on this platform is the interest of our country. That's why we are gatekeepers, members of the estate. If Joseph Boaga go address his first annual address, Vice President, the Supreme Cabinet, Justice in Chamber, Chief Justice, members of the Fourth Estate. That's how they refer to her. That's why I get so sickened when I hear some of my media colleagues will behave as if they are opposition political party. You cannot be opposition if you're a journalist. No. And we are gatekeepers. We are there. That's why people listen to us. People have the courage, the balls to listen to us every morning. Yes. In the interest of the state, we can go against it. But when the government make an error, we say it. We want to commend the president, for tying a relationship with Guinea. Guinea have a military leader. So it's good that Liberia being in a friendly relationship with a military leader country just next door. So His Excellency Boyka, I want to commend you for that. Yes, this is the Breakfast Show. This is the TBN. Let's get our break. We'll come back. Might give you politics at 5 and 6. They get finished. Yeah, so we have two eminent sons of
But the other appointment might give you say anything about you.
which one?
The BWR.
You know that's an appointment again tall. Like, so all the appointment will take time and yeah, black and roll and bueno on the roll. You know?
Yeah, so we have
yeah. And something happened yesterday morning right to Catholic Junction. Eviction of property, there was serious demolitions. What the entire community dweller challenged the Liberian police. And I want to thank the police for their approach yesterday. You know, when you see a situation, don't go in with a violent force. Like what happened in Kinjo, Great Kidman County. When you see the people are unarmed, they're not there to fight you. I need to get a police commander who took the team yesterday to the Catholic Junction. That was a real professional police officer. He went to the crowd and decided to talk. That's it. You can carry violence. The people are already angry. Their homes are been serious demolition already, then you carry violence. No.
Mark think man get issue. Say
So,
the chief be the principal, but you are president ain't change yet. What kind of man?
you don't put more.
Mark, you get issue, man.
Sawolo who is not a problem. If even you change Sawolo Nelson, you bring a new president at university, like bro, be the same old thing. The reason here is almost all of our lawmakers have their own university, Mark. And the answer they are telling you. So the supporting thing, they're supposed to go to the University of Liberia. You look at San Jose, you get university.
They're taking a subsidy.
Yeah, Tomo Falaga University. What was this guy from district number 6?
They pass the budget.
Summer Indo Guy University. Prince Joseph, almost all of our lawmakers do have their own institution. So what would the University of Liberia get? Okay? Anyway, let's bring you our commercials. So we'll come back. We'll bring on our guest. Right here. You don't know it all.
You don't know it all.
Bogal, our president. I have one president. Oh, day, our president. Those are you one more. The day Joseph Bogal do reshuffle. Some of y'all never see. There'll be no rotation. We'll take Marka and saying from finance ministry and go saying to foreign affairs.
That's the time they will start calling people numbers now.
Yeah.
Good morning.
And someone do call.
Can we have appointment? And we want to appear. Nobody will appear. When they move you, they move you. I tell you, they guarantee you get in the government to work that performance. You don't perform, they move you, go sit down. You come no radio to tell the opposition.
Tell the Bogal reshuffle. If it not be rotational, son, the way he takes somebody here,
That's a funny country.
he take finance minister, he's saying to foreign ministry, he tell the one, you gone. Goodbye to goodbye. Yes, let's go for our break. Our guest in studio will have 2 minutes songs from Mangibi County, Nelson and Gaizon. Well, they're still disappointed of the appointment by the Barker administration. And the county gave the president to have a vote. So, yeah, when the results were coming through the election, Mangibi County was one of the counties that had more votes on the Unity Party. Anyway, let's get a break from our sponsors. Echo Bank, the Prime African Bank, is proud to present the True Breakfast Show along with Orange Liberia, the fastest movie network. Let's go for our break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
What happened to you? So, Jimmy, I need to pay my daughter's school fee first thing tomorrow morning. Until Sunday, I finish I get one thing.
But I'm not problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
You like me and I'm level. I'm not joking. You can't help me. Tell me.
I can help you. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank money emergency number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my move tomorrow morning first thing. And then you're looking good. You can't help me.
But you're not.
Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family. Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family. Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from Europe, USA, and South Africa made via Western Union, MoneyGram, and many more directly into your Orange Money account. At Orange Money, we are family. Your family members abroad need to send you money? Worry no more. Henceforth, receive your international money transfers from
I would like to fund my account at any time, even here.
Right here, right now. Here too!
Without moving an inch,
Here will be just perfect. Henceforth, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account and vice versa directly from your mobile phone. A simple and fast solution that is always available to ensure a permanent access to your Orange Money services. Anywhere, anytime, send money to your Orange Money account from your bank account from your mobile phone to cash out, to recharge.
Welcome back to the last segment from the True Breakfast Show on 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. This is where national unity begins. Yes, Truth FM, Cotton Curls, 15 counties. Yes, 20 minutes down, 9 o'clock. It's a privilege to have the guys from Mangibi. Yes, driving from that county to Painesville. Yeah, it was about 45, 40 minutes. If you are taking your own time driving, that was a heavy speed. Yes, let's have an introduction on the roundtable. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning, and thanks for having us.
Okay, you want to get adjusted to the microphone a little bit. Yes, let's do a roundtable now. Just introduce yourself first. Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Othello Mason. I'm an elder from the lower region of Mangibi County.
Okay.
And my name is Afonso G. Gaizon, an eminent citizen from the upper region.
One from lower, one from upper.
That's
Okay,
it.
but first I'm seeing a pairing.
You came to speak the voice of the people of Margibi. You come balanced. One
You balanced
upper,
it for the
one
first time.
lower.
That is our tradition.
Okay. But in terms of who to stay back when it comes to election and thing, tradition can work sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it works.
Yes. And
if a candidate coming from the lower side and say low, upper shouldn't send a candidate. Have that worked before?
Even if you go there, the people who campaign that the electorate themselves will make that decision. It happens with Alpha Jones and the current senator, Emmanuel Nkwe.
Okay.
Yes. So again, I think similar thing now. Magiri is from the lower here, and Nkwe is from the upper. So I think it's still working.
Yeah.
How's the lower and the upper end in terms of you're working together?
Well, historically, the lower and the upper region have worked very cooperatively. We have participated equally in the governance of our county. We have not had any problems up to this point until recently.
Until recently?
Yep.
When you say recently, what do you mean by that?
Well, that's the reason we are here, and my younger colleague will begin from that point.
Okay, so I understand both of you, the lower and the upper end have a press statement, right?
Precisely.
Yes, you want to read it out. Can you give them the chance to do
Yeah,
so?
we can give them the opportunity to read our statement.
Just get close a little bit to the microphone, that's all. Okay, go ahead.
Statement by the citizens of Mangibi County on the state of political appointments by the Buckeye administration. Mangibi County is deeply concerned and disappointed by recent developments in national affairs affecting the nomination of individuals to various portfolios in government at the national level, and of late to fill positions in Mangibi County following the inauguration of the Buckeye administration. Established in 1984 as the 13th county of the Republic, Mangibi is the fourth vote-rich county and one of several counties that successfully voted President Buckeye and VP Kun in both rounds of electioneering. Mangibi is an amalgam of two territories, Marshall and Gibi, which heretofore form part of Montserrado County. The name Mangibi derived from Ma for Marshall and Gibi from Gibi territory. The county maintains an embellished political culture that reflects the rights and aspirations of the two peoples to a geographically balanced and equal representation in the governance of their county, considering that there is a lower and upper Mangibi. Historically, this tradition has always been respected by all presidents when making appointments to the county, vouchsafe President Joseph Human Boakai. In spite of the fact that Mangibi has very little or nothing to show for our support in voting for the rescue team, we are not dismayed. Yet it is worth mentioning that not a single Mangibian was appointed to the least cabinet position, let alone the parastatal level. Be that as it may, a recent slate of appointments by President Boakai to fill local offices in our county do not reflect this long-standing tradition. While it remains the constitutional right of a sitting president to make such appointments as enshrined in Article 54 of the Liberian Constitution, suffice it to say, the very nature of our Constitution requires governments to adopt policies and strengthen the integration and unity of the Liberian people and promote positive culture as an integral part of the growing needs of the Liberian people. These appointments, therefore, can only serve to undermine the camaraderie, unity, harmony, reconciliation, and peaceful coexistence that subsists amongst the two people. In this regard, we most respectfully beseech President Boakai to kindly emulate the good deeds of his predecessors, beginning with President Samuel Doe, who appointed Amos G. Bond as superintendent and J. Besmore as development superintendent from Gibby and Marshall, respectively, while President Taylor, in similar manner, appointed Ernest Palmer as superintendent and Bester Davis development superintendent. Other presidents have been equally magnanimous, as in the case when interim President Julius Bryan appointed Flasher Chedayu superintendent and John Z. Bowie senior development superintendent from the upper and lower ends, respectively. However, it should be noted that the first UP administration under Nobel laureate Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was faithful to the extent this tradition to the extent that her immediate successor, President George M. Weah, deemed it a moral and patriotic obligation to follow the tradition. Superintendent Jerry Varney hailed from Gibby, while his deputy, Francis Kapu, was of the Marshall Belt. This political tradition has been repeatedly manifested by Mangibians themselves in elections for the national legislature. History recalls that Senators David Mengai, James Nepler, Roland Kine, Clarice Jar, Oscar Cooper, Jim Tonala, and now Senators Nukwe and McGill are equally all of Gibby and Marshall, respectively. The nomination of Madam Victoria Wallaby Dunking by President Boakai as superintendent of our county is a welcome development. However, the problem that arises is that the development superintendent, the second in command and a key functionary of the body politic of the county, hails from the same region as the superintendent, which violates the long-standing political tradition of the county. Besides, the other nominees are basically all from the same political district in the upper region. What is particularly concerning is that these recommendations were clandestinely made and proffered by individuals all from the Unity Party in cahoot with Madam Cornelia Kuratoba in isolation of engagements or consultations with other political parties and stakeholders who work assiduously for the success of the rescue team, including the ELF, MDR, LP, etc., as if the Unity Party single-handedly elected the rescue team. Lastly, we hasten to publicly inform our friends, sympathizers, supporters, stakeholders, and other members of the rescue team that we have exhausted all our efforts to bring this matter to resolution that satisfies the collective interests of all stakeholders. Senator Menga, who chaired the county campaign team, accompanied by UP National Chairman, was honored to meet with President Borkai to apprise him of these developments. During the meeting, President Borkai directed that Mr. Sam Steve Queer take seize of the matter, who perhaps not wanting to get tangled in the Wahala, advised that we meet with Madam Cornelia Kuratoba. However, to our utmost surprise, Madam Kuratoba, who in no uncertain terms brutally informed officials of Mankibi County that she is not disposed to entertaining any views or input from the Mankibi people regarding these nominations, as if she is a de facto president or so. What rudeness! How else does one explain the conduct of Madam Kura Cooper? As the fourth vote-rich county and one of several counties that successfully voted the rescue team in both rounds of electioneering, we consider the arrogance and contempt exhibited by Madam Kura Tukba towards officials of our county reprehensible and unacceptable. Her behavior tends to render the presidency suspect and raises serious moral and ethical questions about the caliber of individuals within proximity of the presidency. Even more disappointing and concerning is what appears to be, permit us to say, the insouciance of President Borkai, as all efforts to meet with him again prove futile. On the basis of this scenario, and in view of all that we've said, we hereby humbly call on the Honorable Senate through pro tempore Kanga Lawrence and the Committee on Internal Affairs to take seize of this matter and address him with the urgency and kind consideration to which the peculiarity of our circumstance requires, by not confirming the list as submitted by Madam Kura Tukba and collaborators. In this direction, we, the stakeholder and eminent citizens of Mankibi County, hereby affix our signature. And the following names are here. Romeo Gayu, Mankibi County, Ella, from the upper region, John Zebue, eminent citizen from the upper region, Ira Kelly.
Okay, go ahead. You're live.
Ira Kelly from the MDR, Liba Zepia from the lower region, AB Kotu Kekula, camping officer, Danny D. Moses, EFFL, Wida Saula, lower region, Telewo C. Jala, community chair, Kuma El Sulonte, Community Chair Joshua Robertson, Lower Mount Gibby, J. Stanley Yuma, Lower Mount Gibby, Othello Mason, District Number 1, Lower Mount Gibby, Conan Flumer, Elder Citizen, District Number 5, Honorable Bala Zize, former Representative, Lower Mount Gibby, Alfonso G. Gaizon, or UFO Representative of Upper Mount Gibby. We respectfully submit.
Wow.
Well, I heard a lot of names who signed that statement, including the former Superintendent John Bowie, the former Senator Kennedy Robinson, and a lot, so Stanley Yuma, all these people. Well, so you read the statement, which is very strong, covered by most of these stakeholders in the county. I think this is the first time since I've been on the show for a statement from Margibi to cut across the entire county in that manner. But yes, our question, or one of the first questions I'd like to ask is, uh, what is the primary objective that the team, the people from across Margibi, uh, want to achieve out of this communication to the president? Firstly, maybe somebody will say, well, we want withdrawal of nominations or want reappointments and all of that. What do you want?
So, to answer that question quickly, our objective is not because we want to be opposed to the president uh, constitutional right, or we want to selfishly uh, put in people who we desire. As you said, the list cut across the entire Margibi County, ranging from the lower end up to the upper end. And what the people aim to achieve is peace and unity and coexistence. I think in some part of the documents, it was being read by Romizim that the peaceful coexistence of the people depends on the decisions the president makes in terms of his appointment into local government position or governance position within the county. And what is more is the fact that this appointment or nomination made by the president was from an angle from a single individual, not even the entire Unity Party, who claim to be a major stakeholder because of his position in the Unity Party as national chair at the national level, not within a county, decided single-handedly, along with the party chair, to fix a list, leaving out the rest of the county stakeholders and other parties that were involved in the election, and writing directly, not to the president, but to Honorable Corona Kuya.
Why are you seeking orders so far? I mean, within your release, asking that you didn't order so far.
Yeah, because that letter, he said, we had a copy of it, asking Corona Kuya to even swap some of the names he submitted to her. Probably
you have a copy of the letter?
I don't on the Facebook page.
Okay.
If it's there, I can even show it to you. You can go for it.
Okay.
So it is from this background we see that the procedure followed by the individuals here named as Ben A. Fofana and Cecilia Doe and her legs, along with in cahoot with Colina Kuya, is the reason why the elders and the stakeholders decided.
Why Colina Kura? She's a deputy.
You will notice that she's
the one doing the appointment. I mean, the appointment comes from the president. I mean, you're going back and forth. Yes, you can come in with Otello.
Thank you. Well, you ask a question initially, how is the state of the county? Now, let me put it this way. The county is in a state of disarray with stakeholders operating at cross purposes because of these nominations. Now, like we stated in the statement, the county has a tradition. The county has a tradition, and this tradition has been respected by all of our leaders since the incipiency of the county. Now, when it comes to political appointment, when the president appoints the superintendent proper, it is it is the practice that the deputy superintendent comes from the other region. In this instant case, the current superintendent nominated by the president comes from the lower region. And in keeping with our long-standing tradition, the deputy superintendent ought to come from the other region. But this is not the case. The president was ill-advised by individuals who, out of selfish motives, decided to push this line to put the county into disarray and confusion and embarrass the president. That's what they've done. They brought embarrassment to the presidency. These appointments, these nominations are inconsistent with the long-standing political tradition of the county. And those within proximity to the president should have advised the president appropriately. Madam, the former president, Madam Sally, she took note of that and she honored that tradition. So you have the same unity party, one would expect that they will be quite familiar and walk around with this tradition in the county. So we are not saying that President Bogart does not have the constitutional authority to appoint. That would be extremely stupid.
So I'm here thinking about, I mean, on my mill saying other counties are not having the kind of noise that's what happened in Mangibi. I mean, grandkid, mom, Bonnie, Bapple, whatever appointment or that. I mean, Mangibi County.
No, I don't call this noise.
Okay, I mean, the last time there was a mini protest back and forth. I mean, what's happening? What's happening?
But that is exactly the issue. You see, when people need a challenge, there's a tendency to push back in different ways. Now, this is the issue. Mangibi is not a kind of county like Buffalo or Cape Mount and so, where you have one county was established as is. Mangibi is a measure of two counties. I mean, two territories, two different group of people, two cultural in different background, through different set of orientation. From the lower end, you have the so-called American Liberian, the Mamban Basil, and another group of people. That's from the Marshall Belt. Then from the upper belt, you have the the Pele, the Basil, and then the migrating tribes from Lofa that inhabited that region over a considerable period. So with the merger of these two counties, you have these group of people coming together. So it became obligatory on the part of our government, which is enshrined in our constitution. You see that on chapter 2, article 4 of the constitution, that our government is under obligation to promulgate policies that will strengthen and promote integration and unity. So in this instant case, we see any political appointments into MyPB as promoting and encouraging integration and unification of the two peoples from the two different regions.
Let me ask this question.
Where is Louis B came from? Which part of the country is he from?
Lower or upper? Louis.
Louis B. Louis Kine.
Is he from the upper or the lower?
Yeah, so here is the issue.
No, is he from the upper or the lower?
Okay. Where is Madam Duncan from, the superintendent?
The superintendent. Okay. Is it balance of power?
No.
Is that balance? Why? Okay.
Now,
but
if you get I'll tell you the reason why.
Go ahead.
reason is because the procedure followed that brought Louis B. Kahn, who was the administrative assistant or an office staff to the former Representative Ben Fofana, who single-handedly took Louis B. Kahn because it's all a job to give him job at the expense of the people or unity.
So this is becoming a different argument to me. The tradition is the superintendent come from upper, the development superintendent that used to be now is the county development officer come from lower. That's the balance you've been preaching. But you are telling me the superintendent is from upper and the from lower, and then this Louis Kine is from upper. That is the balance you wanted.
So if you follow the process, you will note that Louis B. Kahn was not appointed as development superintendent from the onset.
Yes, I have the first nomination here.
So
It was
have you
county administrative officer. That is the county inspector that I used to be.
found out why that I mean, he has to be swapped?
Yes, you will swap in less than 24 hours.
Why? It's because of the confusion instigated by these individual here named.
So let's get to this, Alfonso. I mean, the president will not appoint. Then in less than 24 hours, you have a swiping.
Yeah.
So now you have the opportunity. I don't no regret you voting Joseph Marka. I mean, the whole country, right? You people don't have a regret. Okay, now you have the opportunity to say to the president, go ahead, let's
What do you want the president to do?
So this is precisely why we're here.
Mhm.
We are respectfully calling on the president to kindly withdraw these nominations
All of them?
because they were not done by stakeholder engagements. People in
Except the superintendent, right?
except the superintendent.
Okay.
The superintendent was submitted by a list organized by stakeholders.
Okay.
So anything else that's not to our support.
Talk to your president. Talk to the president.
Like we said, we respectfully asking our president to kindly withdraw these nominations and place the matter in the hands of the political leaders of the county, the stakeholder. Honorable Manga, he has been chairing this effort. He was the campaign chairman, and we have thought that he would have handled this matter by presenting an official list of nominees to the president. And we thought we did that. But somehow, something happened under the table halfway or midway.
What happens if the president does not listen to your appeal?
No, we haven't reached that yet. So we're waiting. We trust that the president is a reasonable man, or man.
Are you requesting an audience with the president?
Yeah, we have done that on several and numerous occasions. And I think at one point, like we said in our communication, yeah, we even met with the president along with the national party chair, Dr. Tape, Luther Tape, and these issues were being brought before the president's attention, and he gave the responsibility to an individual who we name here in this document, one Honorable Steve Kuya, and he then passed the responsibility over to Carolina Kuya to handle the issue, who said she will not listen to any stakeholders or elders from Agiri County that have any dissenting view on whatever appointment that have been made by the president. And so we came to understand that probably she was playing a part, or she have decided to have some major issue in the county that has to do with the county administration. Then we said to ourselves that of all the things we did, standing against potential people in the county during the election and seeing the background where we stand from or where we come from, we said that we will not give attention to these people. We will stand and ensure that the rescue mission succeed, because we see that this is the way the country should go. This is the track. So as to rectify some of those things, we felt that it was necessary to be rectified, and we uh, posted our confidence in this Obaka's administration and felt that we could work along with him, especially given the campaign team appointed. When he appointed Honorable Menga, it was spring from the background that this honorable in question is one person who normally unifies the entire county, and he stayed as an elder, the founding father of the county, with his presence at the level of the campaign. It was an indication that Mark Giving moved in that direction, and we did. But to what avail? Every effort absorbed by the campaign chair, the then campaign chair, and the founding father of the county to the president. The president had not given no attention, no attention whatsoever he had given. He had not even gone back to check what are those discussions he had with his very people.
But he left someone in charge. He left someone in charge. Alfonso, he left someone in charge. Gentlemen, I can pick it up. And I mean, the president is busy on other thing, but he have somebody say, look, make sure this is resolved. So
that is precisely the point. When the president delegates responsibility,
why would the president leave someone in charge and say implement this, make sure this is done, and nothing happens?
So, O'Neil, are you saying that when the president delegates responsibility,
that's what I'm saying. So
go back to
why can't
what he said the people have done or not?
Have you reached back to Steve? Have you reached back to Steve and found out because Steve, Mason, you're coming in?
Yeah. I think what my younger brother is trying to say that those that were responsible to implement the president mandate did not.
Okay.
And they did not make any representation to the president to say this what we have done to address the Mangibi situation. And the president being so busy with all other matters, thought within his opinion that the Mangibi issue
is resolved.
It's resolved. Not until the young fellows, the younger folk took to the streets and start to block traffic and the behavior. It's very concerning. And this is very embarrassing to the presidency.
So I see why you people, the elders, that have not come up and say no. This cannot be happening in our country.
Exactly.
Okay.
Did you have any hand in the recent protests in the country?
No, he's just
as a team. I mean,
no. I didn't participate.
Because the people will be asking, what is the elders doing? What are the elders? I mean, the young people are protesting.
In fact, I think there was spontaneous.
Okay.
Yes. We didn't know. I was someplace else, and I heard that, they said the monkey people in the street, they blocking traffic, some in Wiala, some on the Kakata Highway. I said, for what? They say they're sending a message that they are dissatisfied, largely because the way the country was treated by the rescue team, and worst of all, to rub it on their shoulder by sending them folks that they did not know of, that did not meet the consensus of the stakeholders.
Okay, so that protest reached out to the president. I mean, the message went. There was a protest in Mangibi. So I mean, so I'm sure after this interview, something will be done. But meanwhile, let's get the lines activated. We also want to announce that Vivian Sino left bodies have been formed around the LPRC. She worked with the Liberian national team. Yes, just died mysteriously right on the body. Serious traffic there. Huge police presence in the Ghana's Bell. Anyway, in the LPRC area. Let's get the calls coming up. Alfonso's G guys on and we'll tell them amazing. So it's a broadcaster, right? They will tell him missing name.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay, never been one. All right.
Yeah.
0770202579 0770202579
0770153265. Let's pick this call. I'll pick two for my end, two for Marka. Good morning. Morning.
Yeah, my name is Randy Groma, and I'm calling you exclusively from the Muslim community of Marka.
Okay.
Recently, we have educational issues also as relates in how the Bukai government is treating the Muslim community of Marka. Our sister county in Bon County over the years have inclusively included the Muslim community in their appointment. We thought it wise to do the same follow campaign because we fought part of the campaign. I'm even regretful to include my party. I'm the party chairman for the Rainbow Alliance. That's right,
okay.
And I'm also I was also impressed when Siku Kalasco included to the campaign of the Muslim community when the petition was winning. I was with leaders that also organized Muslims in that area in Marketing campaign, and we read the petition statement and that a huge group of Muslims they are aware. They are popular of the campaign. We read the petition statement and we got our chapter. Shows that CC was in charge of the campaign. He was told that United Parties in the time. But regretful for you to know, after we campaign, we have educated people in the Muslim community about equal as also the other communities. So we read the petition statement. We are also in the accusation of the
Okay.
Muslim community.
Okay. Okay. Dissatisfied. Yeah, we don't have time. Let's do a minute, please. Yeah, I mean, yes, I think you had a press conference already. The Muslim community in Mangi be dissatisfied with the Unity Party government. Anyway, in terms of appointment, good morning.
Good morning, people. How are you?
Morning. Please be audible.
Thank you. Good morning to your student guest. My name is Joe Kamo. I joined you this morning for my phone call to interview to the Lower Marketing Campaign. People are new, you'll be aware of the BLM platform, and it is not surprising to us for the errors of our company to sustain this information that we get from the platform. So we are very clear that the government is the BLM to look into this matter. If someone is going to listen, if you go and see the person perform the start of given.
Okay.
So we are also very serious about this matter because the country has a lot of issues in the country. Some of our hands start by folks. So we are very serious about this because thank you for having me this morning.
Okay, thank you.
Let me take this one. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Wally Juma. I call you from Kakata. I'm the chairman of Rangotan community in Kakata.
Okay, let's hear you.
Well, I've been following your studio, I want to appreciate that. And to the president, you do it best because Margibi is one of those counties that really did well in electing him because the entire caucus of Margibi, which the support George Weah. Now, the Senate themselves support the Bunker. So, any decision, President Bunker, any decision to get to an appointment without the consultation of those who stood by him to make United Party win the election today, it will not be a good thing for United Party in the county. Because currently, as we speak, United Party has lost balance in Margibi County completely. If we have an election today, I can assure you that President Weah will be re-elected. It only is Margibi.
Oh.
Okay, that's a strong one.
You don't know it all.
You don't know it all. Good morning.
I joined from a convoy this morning, they appreciate the error from the upper and the lower end. They have spoken on behalf of the people. But last day square, with the indication of my case, we're going on there. So we need to join our error this morning to go upon the president so he can recall those nominations. So my game can come to start up. So I think we can be able to maintain it. As I said, without being able to raise an addition. Our president to do the due diligence, so I think Nigeria can be able to inherit that peace.
Okay, thank you, Maggie. We be able to inherit that peace. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Marka, this is Kaba Molo and I call from Lower Margibi.
Okay.
Marka, during the campaign of the rescue train, I think they have worker structure the campaign team in Margibi that how he did the appointment because during the campaign, most of the officials of the campaign team were from Upper Margibi and they have not raised the issue that the campaign team need to be balanced. Because you have the chairman from Upper Margibi, you have the campaign manager from Upper Margibi. So I think Canada try to follow suit appointment in the country because you cannot be going to a campaign, then the structure of campaign, then one side of the country, all the deal of the campaign coming from there. So I want to call on our brother, let it be today, Waka record those nominees and appoint all of Margibi and they'll be still not in the country. I think that you allow sleeping don't lie.
Okay.
All right, let's pick just two more calls. We'll call it a day. Good morning.
Good morning, Central Food Farmers and Marka. And let me say good morning to your guest. My name is Aloysius P. from Virginia Moscow during the discussion from all my TV content. We need to ask a question as to whether
it is necessary that name be recalled. I can register far back when we had similar issue from that of Neymar and Bob Cotton when Roger Duma was appointed to the Ministry of Health at the time of Murray. And people went about playing the kind of a team policy at the end of the day. The president in his wisdom get that issue under control by taking his decision first. And that is the point of what the president of it. We are not saying those appointed as African as appointed power competent, but we are looking at the proceedings that follow to the recommendation of those names to the presidency. Because you cannot have people that serve as young learners, they were used as party leaders, and you are taking decisions with
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's pick our last caller. Well of time already. This is the breakfast show. At least go for 3 more minutes. Good morning. Morning. Go ahead. Okay. You're right. What we brought for Joseph Boga?
Yeah, the guy who used to ride the wheelbarrow with a music set. That shot, man. Oh, he really went viral on social media.
Okay.
Martin probably had to send some stuff for him and all of that.
We are not getting any understanding that putting that is put on our head to the president and the president. But they are appointing those that they are not more in by giving country. We are not more than those that they are appointing that they do that don't put it tonight to my horse, to my horse. And I'm glad as for myself or as my own people that I'm a wrong for Jonah Dima for that in my country to that president. That people that even told me that to my horse, my children are all of school.
And my man, you went viral on the Facebook.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, we saw you writing.
Remember somebody was offering to pay school fees for you at one vocational school and all of that.
And John Boy said I see like so I you will see like so when John Boy sees like you also see like
okay.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. No, not more than you. Wait.
No,
be strong. Be strong.
I followed him.
Yeah,
he did. He did a scream the well.
Be strong. Hold on. Be ever plucky there. Hold on. You don't ever plucky say get job here. So just be strong. Yeah. Okay. Is it ever would have strong at all? Ever this suffer no. Yeah. Let's speak. Let me just squeeze this last caller in quickly. What up time actually? Good morning. Okay.
You all the stakeholders' name we heard.
Don't disrespect the stakeholders who assigned this resolution.
Those who signed that communication are those who had their own personal interest. If you look at
okay. Yes, well done, man. Yeah, but let like interest. He's basically supposed to support. Yes, missing Alfonso word of time actually, so we'll have to let the caller go. Yes. Sure. You have the 2-3 minutes to do so.
Okay, so let me finish then go ahead. The CM brother can conclude. I would love to respond to one of the callers called Kaba.
Can you forget about the callers who don't have time and just talk to the president now? I mean,
all right. So
this Rebaro guy actually got me feeling a little bit sad because he went viral through on the social media. Yes, go ahead.
And there are even more cases that are disappointing. Let's say this clear. I want to
Mm-hmm.
talk to the president.
Yeah.
Let him know that the people of Margibi took place when all our legislators were Jovia, the citizens themselves stood on the other side, and we were being chased around the country here because of the same Joseph Parker. The way we were treated during this transition, that a single person who participated in the campaign could not be named as minister or even an assistant minister position could not be given to anybody from Margibi County is disappointing. And what make it even worse that the president will come and allow Coroner Quia to make the decision to humble the peace of the county, even though the people are not satisfied with the way things have gone. Margibi have been left out of the entire process, and nobody is listening to us. We have met all the stakeholders you can think about in the Unibody government currently, and none of them is paying attention to us. That the president is not saying or has not said anything to this thing, it's becoming a serious problem. So I'm asking him kindly to use his office. Because the thing is, appearing as if to say the president, I'm sorry to say, he's taking the power over to these people that are surrounding him. He needs
No,
to be careful.
I don't think you reached our way. Anyway, yes, Othello Milson. Let's listen as you close up.
Okay. Well, first thing,
Mm-hmm.
thanks for having us. Margibi people went to the polls and elected Ambassador Joseph Human Baka.
That Baka will won.
Yeah, because we felt his years of experience, he was familiar, walk around, and understands the Liberian problem. So we elected President Baka with the hope that he will make a difference, and we have no regret for electing President Baka. However, we have some urgencies, exigencies in our country, especially regarding these nominations. We strongly believe that they do not foster the kind of peace, unity, and reconciliation of our country. So we are respectfully calling on the president to please reconsider these nominations and allow the Margibi stakeholders to engage themselves and present a comprehensive listing that will reflect the views and aspirations of all the stakeholders of Margibi County.
Okay. Thank you very much. Well, Othello Milson, Afonso Gaizon, permanent sons of Mikey be closing us up on the true Monday edition of the breakfast show. It's been wonderful to have you breakfast right here on the TBS. Oh yes, they talk. We listen. This I'll go home on the Monday edition, but with this side information, there is a dead body that was found along the LPRC compound on the Japan Freeway. The person has been identified as Vivian, who worked with the Liberian national team. Is a very sad thing. Police will definitely investigate the matter. Thank you so much. We'll be back on tomorrow. Thanks to the entire team, Marka Davis, Arthur Butler. My name is Oni Roberts. In the midst of all I will do, catch your phrase. Have a blessed day. Bye.